What's up, y'all? I just finished recording my first video, which was a tarot video, and I'm feeling pretty expired. Expired? What the fuck? Sorry. I'm feeling very inspired, because I just watched it back, and I don't know. I thought it was pretty fun, and it was pretty cool. So, I decided, why not do a Zodiac sign video? And for this one, I've realized, because I've done a couple of the tier lists, but I never wound up uploading them, because, like, each time I wasn't very happy with, like, the end result. But I think it's because I keep, like, because I have non-bias opinions and bias opinions. I say opinion even for the non-bias because it is still my opinion, but a bit more unbiased. But I'm just going to get my fully 100% biased opinion out of the way first, so that from now on, any tier list Zodiac videos I do, my biases are gone, okay? So this is 100% fully only my opinion. Wait, no, I actually have to change this. Okay, give me 1 sec, I'm gonna cut this. Okay, so I just quickly, we got Bestie. I love them. I enjoy them. Meh, you know, not too much, you know? And then no. The type of sun sign, I'm like, no. And I will say I've gotten along with every single type of sun sign. It really is just the other planets, but we're going to go with majority, okay? So we're going to start off with the big bang, which is Aries. So Aries, I got to say, I love Aries so much. They have some of the most fun and enthusiastic energy. And me being a Libra, I get along with them super well. And I used to attract a shit ton of Aries for some reason. Like, all my friends were Aries. All of them, except maybe 2. And I had, well, I had like 5 friends, but still. Yeah, so Aries, love Aries. Super cool. They're like the right blend for me of like down to earth, excited, you know, easily excitable, easily entertained, you know, all that. But what I will say is they're kind of, ignore that. They can kind of be a bit much. Like, and I don't mean a bit much like their personality's loud like Leo. I mean a bit much like jealousy, competition. Like, a lot of times you're friends with an Aries, you don't even know you're in competition with them, but you are. But you are. And, like, the jealousy levels that run in Aries, I know they're a reflection of within myself for sure, but they're just very loud. When an Aries is jealous, you're gonna know, because they're gonna be telling other people all this shit about you that either is completely personal between you and this Aries or is completely made up depending on their other aspects. Like, they don't handle jealousy well, but they tend to feel very jealous and competitive. So, and I'm not, obviously, it's not all of them. I have some great Aries friends in my life still, but the ones that left, oh baby, they can be, they're the type of fucking crazy to fucking wear your skin if they could. I don't like that. But anyway, not all Aries, but that's why you're not bestie. It's crazy I just said all these bad things when I put them in love, but they are really fun. Like, they're some of the best, like, fun going out friends you could probably ever have. Taurus, I love me Taurus. I love me some Taurus. So calm, charismatic, chill, like, just easy. Like, they're such easy friends to have, at least in my experience. Like, as long as they're not, and I know I'm gonna get some eye rolls, but like, as long as they're not hangry, you're good. And I know not all Tauruses are foodies, but why is every Taurus I've ever been close to, like, a fucking asshole when they're hungry? Like, bad. And they always talk about how much they love food. Like, I still have a good friend in my life who's a Taurus, and he always, every time he's coming over to hang out, fucking, he's always like, no, I need food or else I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Nope, I need food. I love food. Like, he's always talking about how much he loves food. But anyway, yeah, Taurus, super chill, calm, cool, charismatic. I don't really hear people talking about how charismatic Tauruses are, but they are. They're also extremely charming. Like, I know that goes to Libra a lot, but Taurus is also ruled by Venus, and I don't see people talking about that enough. These guys have, like, fucking maxed out fucking charisma. Alright, and Gemini. Honestly, bestie, I fucking love Geminis, and I always have, and I always have. I don't care what any of y'all say, I love me some Gemini. Like, they are some of the most addictive personalities to be around. Like, yeah, it can be a bit much with some of them, but, like, definitely. Like, I've had friends that were Geminis that I was tempted to, like tell a trusted adult about, like, so they need help, you know. And I don't even mean that in, like, a mean way. Like, Gemini is just a very, like, violent energy sometimes, and but I love them. I love them so much. They are so easy to talk to. They're funny. They're cool. They, like, I don't know. They could just be into anything. And I feel like I'm like that a lot too. I don't really have much Gemini in my chart. I think my Jupiter's in Gemini. But, like, I feel like a Gemini a lot. I feel like one sometimes, where it's like, I don't know, I just love the bubbliness of them, and happy-go-lucky, and a lot of Geminis are actually extremely blunt. You either get the two-faced Gemini, or you get the straight-to-your-face blunt Gemini. And I prefer the blunt ones, because they're not assholes like Capricorns, or people with Capricorn placements that are like, yeah, I'm just so honest. Like, I just tell it how it is. And then they just tell you a bunch of shit about yourself that you didn't need to know. Like, yeah, by the way, your face kind of looks like this, and you broke out like 5 more times today, and you should really cover that up. It's like, yeah, I know. I have a mirror. I just, you know, thought it would be better not to put more makeup on it and maybe make it break out more. But yeah, thanks for making me think of that again. Great. You know, Gemini, in my experience, they aren't really like that. When they're blunt and honest, it's more, if you ask something, they'll be like, you want me to be honest? Please, yes. And then they're brutally honest, and it's like, okay, yeah, I needed to hear that. Or sometimes, you know, yeah, whatever. Anyway, Cancer. I really enjoy Cancer. They're a bit harder for me to place, because Cancer is one of those signs where I see a very drastic difference between the feminine and masculine expressions in sun signs. So it's a little bit harder, because Cancer women I would put in love, and Cancer men I would put in meh. But actually, no, that's not even true. I take that back. Honestly, it's just some Cancers, I love them. Like, my sister's a Cancer. I love her. Sometimes she's a little bit much, but that's okay. So am I sometimes. But I love her. And I've had Cancer friends, even male friends, which is why I'm saying never mind, that I absolutely love. They were great. Awesome friends. But then I've met a lot that are in straight up no. Like, they're either way too fucking mean, way too angry, way too defensive. That's every Cancer, though. As long as you can get past them being very defensive about majority of things, they're enjoyable. And probably more than enjoyable, actually. I think the only reason I have them lower than love is just because of that defensiveness is sometimes hard for me to get past. But the older the Cancer is that you're talking to, like, the more developed they are, usually a lot of that stuff is worked out of their personality, and they are a lot more, like, go with the flow and open. When you can find a Cancer that's very go with the flow and doesn't take offense to, like everything. No offense, Cancers. I know I sound like fucking, like, you know, but, like, seriously, like, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, the older they get, the much easier it is to, like, be in their presence. Usually the younger the Cancer is, the more emotionally turbulent and sometimes just straight up fucking mean and angry they can be. So, Leo, I enjoy Leo quite a lot. And it depends on Leo. If you have a Leo that is a stoner. I don't know why this is, but they are like bestie. Leo that is not, I don't know. Why did I even say that in his example then? But like seriously, okay, I'm gonna move Leo up. There's only one Leo I haven't really liked. Most of them I love. But like, what is that with Leo? Like, why are you guys always smoking weed? Always. I have not met a single Leo, except one, who didn't smoke weed. But she had an Aries moon, so maybe that's why she was the way she was. But all other Leos, these motherfuckers, oh my god. You know what? You right now, think of a single damn Leo that doesn't smoke a shit ton of weed. I would love to know. Because they all smoke all the freaking time. But they're really awesome. Super funny. They are so easy. Like, it's so easy being in their presence once again. Like, they are honestly, like, some of the most enjoyable people to be around. I've just never had, like, a best friend that was a Leo. But, I mean, I definitely would love to. I would absolutely love to have a best friend that's a Leo. But yeah, I mean, some of them are a bit much and attention-seeking, but I just haven't seen that. I've literally only seen that with one Leo I've ever met, like Leo sun sign, and I didn't even really know her that well. She was still really nice, but like she definitely was attention-seeking, which, you know, whatever. We all are in some way or another. Just some people maybe have more wounds surrounding it, so they need it more, or, you know, whatever. You get it. I like Leo. They're funny. Virgo. Okay. Weird thing with me and Virgo. I like Virgos, but I feel like they don't like me. So I'm going to put them in enjoy. I don't know why that is. I enjoy Virgos. I mean, obviously, I have family members that are Virgos, and obviously we get along great. But other than family members, like, just, like, out in the world meeting Virgos, I don't know why, but I just feel like they don't fuck with me. And maybe, like, I'm a bit too high energy, or, you know, maybe it's first impression, because Virgos are really intelligent. Being ruled by Mercury, like, they are analyzing people so much that, I don't know, maybe I remind them of someone else or something, or maybe they just straight up don't like me. That's cool, too. But, I don't know, they're very easy to, well, they're not that easy to be around depending on how close you are to them. I feel like the closer you are to a Virgo, the more of their stress you can kind of like observe and take on. Anyone I've known that's a Virgo is usually like always stressed, always having something on their mind. And I'm talking about women. I don't have near enough experience with Virgo men, and quite frankly, I don't need any more. Anyone I've known who's ever dated a Virgo man has gotten cheated on and humiliated. I don't know why. Not saying it's all of them, but I'm only talking about Virgo women. I'm sorry, Virgo men. I've literally met like 3 of you, and every single one of you have fucked over my friends or family, so sorry. But anyway, Virgo women specifically. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's like I feel a connection with them, and I love to be around them. And it's like, I'll want to, like, hang out, and that I just keep getting kind of, like, brushed off each time. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then we wind up hanging out. Like, it's always in a group of friends. Every time I've had a Virgo woman, like, in my life, other than family, they've been, like, a friend of a friend. And we've hung out, and I thought they were, like, super cool. But I just never had that reciprocated. So, I like them, but I think they don't like me. Libra... Duh, that's me. I feel like I immediately just did something that Virgos wouldn't like. I don't know. Yeah, obviously I love Libras. I am a Libra. I'm dating a Libra. And I think Libras are just like the perfect balance of everything. Their style is usually very balanced, or even sometimes random. Less with Libra. Well, no, Libra men, like, that's the thing with Libra. Whether you're sun, moon, rising with Libra, or Venus. Ooh, Venus Libras, it comes out. But, like, they can wear anything. They can pull off any outfit, any style. Like, Libra women that I've known, including myself, like, can totally pull off all these different styles. Like, one day, I'll be dressed in like a fucking mini skirt, crop top, high heels, and then the next day, big, huge sweatshirt, big sweatpants, and still like, you know, look good. That sounds a little self absorbed, but you know what I mean? It still fits my outfit. And then another day, wear a full blown corset with ripped up like fishnets and you know, like a leather skirt or something, like just like all these different like styles. I feel like Libra can pull off really well, like the extremely feminine, the extremely masculine. Like, I don't know, I just love that about Libra, but I think it's because I see it within myself, and I love the tomboy vibe that Libra women give off, and I love the more feminine charm that Libra men give off. um I saw someone talk about that online at one point, that like uh, with Libra's energy always being so balanced, Libra men tend to have very prominent feminine qualities like ASAP Rocky, pretty boy. Um, and then Libra women tend to exude more masculine because it's like the opposite of, you know, whatever. But yeah, love Libra. So balanced, so fun, easy to talk to, fun to be around. Like, I love Libras. Love Libras. Let me stop. Let me stop fucking hyping myself up. Scorpios. I love Scorpios. I really do. Like, Scorpios are bestie. Scorpio, but this is what's hard, is because I've been friends with a lot of Scorpio suns, and the friendships didn't really like work out very well. But I love Scorpio energy. Like, people with heavy Scorpio in their chart, I just am so gravitated towards a lot of the time. But yeah, so Scorpio, I love you, and I love how I have both of like people's least favorite signs up here. But seriously, Scorpio is so underrated, and so is Gemini. Like, they're kind of similar to Gemini in a way where they will give it to you straight, but the only issue that can happen with Scorpio sometimes is they can come off as way too mean, like straight up fucking mean. That's actually part of what happened with one of my old friends. Like, we were best friends like instantly. I met her and we just instantly clicked and just started hanging out every day from there. Like, there's a realness and kind of like that tomboy energy again with Scorpio that I just love. And why we stopped being friends was because she would constantly like insult me and insult my intelligence a lot. And like, I'm not the smartest person in the world, nor am I the dumbest. I feel like I'm a pretty well balanced, you know, but it's just when someone gets close to me, I just kind of say whatever's like on my mind, and like not always the smartest thing comes out of my mouth. And it was like just constant where she would like belittle me, and and like it was always a joke, but I would tell her, I'm like, yeah, like this isn't funny anymore. Like, I can take a joke, I can take someone like, you know, being mean. I understand people's humor is different, you know, whatever, I can handle it. Sometimes I thought it was funny, but when it is every single day, and like anytime I basically say anything, even if it's not even that stupid, I don't want to be around you, because I know you're just gonna insult me all day. Like, I'm not cool with that. And then her response was making fun of me again, so I was like, okay, you know what, bye. And I just stopped talking to her. But she was awesome. Okay, I still love Scorpio. It's just that one little thing. I mean, for some people it's little. For me, it started little, but it was just that it didn't stop, so it became like relationship ending. Like, we're just done. For some people, that one time is enough, and I feel like that might be part of why people have such a bad perception of Scorpio, and I don't blame you, especially if you communicate like I did, like, hey, can you like lay off sometimes? It's getting kind of annoying. I don't like it. Or, yeah, what you said, you took it too far, and then the response is to take it too far again. You know, fair. I understand that. But a lot of Scorpios I've met, more than just her, are super cool people. They're very deep. You can have all types of conversations with them, and I think they're underrated. Sagittarius. I love me some Sagittarius. They are a bit much, I will say, sometimes. Some Sagittariuses are super chill, super awesome to be around. And then other Sagittariuses are very intense. And yeah, one thing for sure, good luck ever changing a Sagittarius's mind on anything. And that wouldn't be a problem. Otherwise, why are you trying to change their mind? Let them think however they want to think. Until it's to the point where they are constantly trying to change your mind and they're just straight up freaking wrong, or it's just agree to disagree, but that's not enough for them. They need you to know that they were right. And that's one thing for me with Sagittarius that can get on my freaking nerves. I have a lot of Sagittarius in my life, and like my dad, man, don't disagree with him because you're just gonna wish you agreed and walked away. like it will, like, they love to lecture. Sagittarius loves lecturing, loves being like, here, let me tell you about this, this, and this because I know everything about this, this, and this. Which definitely can be a lot, but they are super chill people. They're so fun to be around. As long as you're not in a disagreement or an argument with them, or like even a debate, because debates with them aren't really debates. They can admit when they're wrong, for sure. Some easier than others, but either way, a debate is just like, it can be really fun because they usually know their shit. So it's good to like challenge your own like belief systems and stuff with them, but sometimes it's like really fucking redundant, and it's like, I'm not changing your mind, you're not changing mine. Can we just like drop this already? Can we move on? I'm done with this conversation, please. But they're very what's the word? Adventurous people, very fun people. They usually love to drink, and I love to drink too, so perfect, Okay, and then Capricorn. I'm gonna say I really enjoy Capricorn. They're very easy to like be around, and their energy is very calming to me. Usually conversation's pretty good with them. Like, a Capricorn is the type of person that makes small talk not seem so boring, which is weird because I usually don't like small talk. I'm not a huge small talk person, but Capricorn somehow is able to make it more interesting. Not to say that they're boring, but they definitely like small talk more than the average person. But yeah, they're just super comforting. Fun isn't exactly the word I would use for Capricorn, for sure. Some definitely can be, depending on placements, of course. But Capricorn energy is just very stable. It's very calm. Like my mom, she's a Capricorn, and I love just being in her energy because it's so calming and so easy to be around. They're easy. Well, some are really easy to entertain. Some are really hard to. Usually Capricorns are the entertainers. Like, that's why I say they're not boring, is because, like, if I could see anyone on this list being a really, really good stand-up comedian, Capricorn's in top 3, in my opinion. Actually makes me curious to look up stand-up comedians that are Capricorns. But, like, their dry humor just speaks to me. I love it. I love dry humor. And they're really good at that. So, anyway, Aquarius. I love Aquarius, but they're going to go at the bottom of love because they have this weird thing with them. So, I'm going to say the positives first. Super fun to be around. Easy to talk to. They're very independent. And they have a lot of really cool ideas and thought processes. Like, each Aquarius you meet is going to be unique. And I really like that. Obviously every single person in the world you meet is going to be different. So, let me take that back. An Aquarius is not going to be the type to follow trends near as much as other signs, maybe. See, but as I say that, I'm remembering Aquarius friends I had in high school wearing all Supreme shit and like... Okay. Yeah. The exception does not make the rule, or whatever that saying is. That is totally wrong. I don't know the saying at all. But, yeah, they're super cool. They're very down to earth. Easy as hell to talk to. Funny as hell. But they are cult-like in their minds. Like, it is weird. Like, if you start working at, like, a new job, and let's say there's 3 Aquariuses there, and everyone else is a random mix of signs. Those 3 Aquariuses are likely to be absolute best friends. No one else is allowed in. Anyone who joins in is going to be left out of conversation or looked at like they're crazy for joining their conversation. Like, any Aquariuses I've been friends with have been part of friend groups with 3 or more Aquariuses. One of my exes, 2 best friends that were Aquariuses, and those 3 were inseparable, constantly hanging out, always together. And obviously, being a girlfriend, I would tag along, and I've been friends with them before. Like, I know them, you know, and yeah, I was always like the butt of like every joke. Same with the other friend group I was in, where 4 of them were Aquariuses and all the rest were a mixture. Those 4 were inseparable, always making fun of everyone else. Like, they were at the top of the pyramid. And what? No, wait, is that how that works? They were on the pedestal and everyone else were peons, you know? And that's a weird thing Aquarius does, and I've not seen anyone else talk about it at all. But it is true. So, if you're in with an Aquarius, or you are an Aquarius, typically, like, y'all flock together and you group think. Like, your thoughts become one. It is super weird to, like, be a part of, but otherwise, they're super cool. Maybe just one-on-one. I don't know, if you're joining a friend group of all Aquariuses. Sorry, I choked. Ugh. But anyway, yeah, if you're in a friend group of all Aquariuses, just be ready. Okay, and then Pisces last. Pisces. I don't know where to place you guys. I don't. They are some of the coolest people and scariest people I've ever met, because you first meet them and you think they're awesome and you love being around them, and it's almost like their presence is like addicting. Like, they are just so great to be around, and then a fucking flip switches and holy shit, like they turn into completely different people, and that scares me. I don't like that. That fucking scares me. But because, like, I could understand, like, being angry. Like, of course, I'm gonna act different if someone makes me mad. But their personality permanently changes towards you off of whatever the fuck. Like, some of them have been more reasonable. Like, I could understand, like, oh, yeah, well, maybe I shouldn't have done that, you know? And this is specifically with relationships. But there's some where, like, I don't even want to get into it, dude. Like, but anyway, yeah. So, I'm going to put Pisces in the bottom of enjoy. I would put them in meh, but I have family members that are Pisces, and I have good friends that are Pisces. I just don't date them. Like, something in me is so drawn to dating Pisces men, but they scare the fuck out of me. So, that era is past, is behind me. I'm done with it. Like, I don't know. But yeah, like, Pisces men, it just, But anyway, Pisces in general, you guys definitely wear many masks. I feel like, and not even intentionally. I've spoke with a lot of Pisces where it actually is very common with Pisces where they feel like they don't really have a personality. And I have had 3 different Pisces all say that to me on completely separate occasions, on like, years apart. That is a common thing with Pisces where they almost don't even really know who they are. And it's like, you know, like, I don't know why that is. So I don't blame them for that. But I feel like that's why sometimes they can just shift and they're a completely different person, is because they don't even know that they're wearing a mask. They don't even know that they are being fake because they don't know what genuine is. So my advice to any Pisces is to find out who you are and what you like and establish your own identity as much as you can. And just try to be as authentic to yourself as you can be. And I know it's hard. I've seen Pisces try. I've tried helping Pisces through this. And it is a rough Pisces sun thing to go through. I mean, my rising sign is Pisces, so I understand it somewhat. But definitely not fully. You know, I know who I am generally. I know what I like generally. But I see a lot of Pisces that just kind of do what everyone else wants to do and want to make everyone else happy, and they're happy doing that. But then it's like, okay, Pisces, well, what do you like? And they're like, well, I like what you like. And it's like, okay, where's the fun in that? Pisces, come on. So I love me some Pisces, but sometimes that mask shifting stuff can really freak people out for sure. And especially me. And especially when you're dating someone and then their entire personality just suddenly shifts to a completely different person, and it's like, okay, well, this isn't who I signed up to date. Like, yeah. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you couldn't tell, I kind of see the good in, like, all signs. There's just some I like being around more than others. I don't feel right putting anyone in meh or no. Not even because it doesn't feel right, like I'm trying to be nice. I just don't think any of them belong there. Other placements I do. Like, if we were talking about Leo moons, this would be my answer. No offense, Leo moons. Sorry to call you out like this. You thought I was being nice. No. Leo moon? But it's okay, because I chose Leo moon for a reason. Because they will never, ever, 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 ever let someone tell them that they are anything but perfect. So, Leo moons, you keep doing you and being perfect. It's just my opinion. But yeah. Anyway, hope you enjoyed my list. I will see you in the next video. Bye!